Today we'll be discussing the injury and prevention domain of athletic training. Instead of talking about the traditional setting of athletic training, we're going to incorporate each of our individual experiences, talk about injuries that may occur and how they could have been prevented.
My name's Kat, and I'm going to be talking about prevention of injuries in serving. I know it's really something you don't think about when it comes to athletic training, but myself being a server and having a past with a great athletic trainer at my high school, I know different things about hand positioning when you're carrying a tray. If you hold your hand a little bit crumpled and you put pressure on your fingertips instead of just your wrist, it prevents your wrist from holding all the strain and can cause carpal tunnel and a lot of other wrist injuries. And then also proper posture, just with lifting, instead of lifting with your back, lift with your knees and your legs. It can prevent you from blowing out your back and then carrying the trays. If you don't carry them correctly or you bend a little bit too much, you can actually cause postural issues. And you can also drop a tray, which is never good. You can drop food on people, which I haven't done yet, thank God. You can drop people's food and then they get angry at you, so that's never fun.
So the next thing we're going to look at in injury prevention is construction. I myself have been a construction worker for almost 2 years. I help do modular homes, and I see a lot of injuries and stuff out in on the field, and I can see ways that ATs can help construction workers. So the types of injuries most construction workers that I would deal with are carpal tunnel in the hand. A lot of people that do construction swinging hammers so often, the hands usually tend to tighten up. So you actually have to go and buy these really expensive hammers, like $200 I think, that kind of help with that. Another thing we see is first aid. For example, last summer we had one of the kids, he shot himself with a 3/4 inch penny nail gun right through his kneecap, and the nail went through and touched his tibia, which is pretty gross. So ATs can kind of help in that way. And then next thing is muscle fatigue. Most of my hours working on construction were anywhere from 12 to 15-hour days. So you're really working around the clock and your body becomes exhausted. So ways that ATs can help prevent these injuries is one is rehab. Definitely after a long day of work or a long week of work, like swinging hammers or doing anything construction related, going to rehab to help treat the body and to help maybe to do an ice bath or just having the AT work on the joints could definitely help construction workers. Another thing is immediate care. Like I said, first aid is a big thing on a construction site. I myself have had some close accidents. For example, I was cutting I think it was a 1/2-inch bolt with a sawzall, and I had a piece of metal fly into my eye. So having ATs that could respond with immediate care to construction workers would be really beneficial for these construction workers and keeping them healthy and prevention injury free.
Another place athletic trainers would be very useful is in the military. Due to their unique events and strenuous exercises, there's a lot of injuries that occur. And among the most common are sprained ankles, lower back issues, and athlete's foot. These are caused by soldiers not properly taking care of their ankles if they've already had an injury, or not tying their boots tight enough when going on ruck marches, lower back issues due to not being able to carry the heavy load that they have properly, and athlete's foot due to a lack of hygiene. Athletic trainers can really help prevent these injuries by bringing awareness to the issues. A lot of soldiers take salt tablets and lots of them before rucks because they think it'll hydrate them. Athletic trainers could also discuss that hygiene is very important and to prevent athlete's foot and other foot diseases and fungi. Another thing that they could do is help prevent ankle injuries by teaching them how to properly tape their ankles or tie their boots tight enough.
Hi, my name is Becca. I'm going to be talking about injury and prevention in college athletics. I'm on the lacrosse team here at Millersville University, and so with every practice we have lifting and conditioning. Some risks that go along with lifting and conditioning are common injuries like strains, pulls, of muscles. You can overturn ankles while running. You can get stress fractures if you don't take care of shin splints, or if you don't take care of tendonitis and injuries like that. Some ways that athletic trainers can help more than they are, because they're already at the practices and they're at the games, is that athletes actually need to go and see the athletic trainer and see to get treatment and to get evaluated if they think that they have a problem or if they think that they have an injury. Also, as a preemptive and so you don't get injured way of the athletic trainer to help, you can ask, as a student athlete, you can ask the trainer for rehab or for strengthening exercises for your particular muscles that you feel are weak.